Welcome back to Creating Your Future with Amanda Molyneux. In this video, we're going to talk about how the system works and why it works. So let's start with why it works. The reason why this system works is because what happens is we have a thought, and that thought creates an emotion within us, and then that emotion results in our actions. So in order to change our actions, if we go back, we change our thoughts, we'll change what shows up in our lives. It reminds me of a famous quote by Albert Einstein where he said, "We can't change our problems with the same thinking that created them." So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to change our thinking on what's showing up in our lives, and we're going to gain access to that through our complaints. Now, complaints aren't a bad thing, okay? We're humans, we all do it. And the important thing to know that is that our complaints come from a desire for something. And when we don't have what we exactly desire, our brains will automatically find complaints of why we don't have them. Now, the trick is to identify those complaints and then transform them into intentions to create what we want, because again, our thoughts create our emotions, which create our actions. Okay, so here's a really good example. Okay, let's say that I don't know. We're going to look at relationships first. So let's say I text my boyfriend and ask him to go out for dinner with me, and then he says no. Now I get that reply back, no, and I make it mean that he doesn't love me. Okay. Now, my thoughts are, he doesn't love me. And now, what do you think is going to happen the next time he phones me? I'm going to be like, you don't love me no more. And he was like, whoa, I just said no to dinner. I wasn't feeling good, okay? Like, whoa, get off my back, right? Whereas if I had the thought when he said no to dinner, I thought, oh, maybe he just had a long day. Maybe, he's tired, or maybe he's busy doing something, and that there could be a whole number of reasons why he said no. Well, then the next time that I do talk with him, I'm gonna be like, oh, is everything okay? I'm gonna act a lot different. Okay. So that is, and we've all had those experiences, but that is exactly a good illustration on how our thoughts turn into emotions, which turn into actions. So we're going to focus on changing those thoughts so we can get different results in our life. Okay. And this system works. I use it every single day. And that's why I wanted to make these videos and bring it to you guys. I know these videos aren't professional. The lighting's not great, as I can see. My hair could have probably been done. However, it's not about that. It's about getting this information out to you guys. And I'm really excited to be able to help you guys create these breakthroughs in your life. So the first thing we always want to do before we create any intentions, and in general, before we even get out of bed in the morning, is, and I do this before I get out of bed, is I go and I think of 5 things that I'm grateful for. Now, in the past, when somebody said, oh, what are you grateful for? My mind went blank immediately. I had nothing to be grateful for. I couldn't think of a one thing. Now, right now, when you think of 5 things that you're grateful for, start small if you don't have anything on your mind, even the smallest, little, silliest things. I'm grateful for my TV. I'm grateful for my cell phone. Anything that you're truly grateful for, just start there. It doesn't have to be anything big. It's just about getting into that feeling of feeling good and grateful for things that you have in your life. Okay? So pause this video right now, grab a piece of pen and a paper, and write down 5 things that you're grateful for. And then once you're done that, press play on the video again, and we'll talk about how to transform our complaints into positive intentions. Great. Now that you're back, we're going to pick an area of life, and we're going to pick an area of relationships. And that's a lot of times the biggest area for people. And we're going to talk about how to have a breakthrough in that. So right now, think of your current relationships, whether they be with your family or your boyfriend, or you want to find a boyfriend. Relationships. Let's do those. Okay. So now write down every single complaint that you have currently in your life regarding your relationships. Is it that your family never calls you, or your boyfriend never calls you, or your friends don't call you enough? What are your complaints? Write them all down. Okay. Pause the video, write down your complaints, and then press play when you're ready to create some intentions. Great. Let's move on and create some intentions. Okay. So let's take the first complaint. My family doesn't call me enough. Now that's a complaint. Our thoughts are going to result in an emotion, which will result in our actions. So let's change that complaint into, I intend for my family to call me more. Now, it's important to note when you change these into intentions, it's formed in the positive, okay? Because if you say you don't want something, you're just going to get more of that because you're focused on that. Because what you focus on expands, and you'll see evidence of it everywhere. So go ahead and start transforming your complaints into positive intentions. So my boyfriend doesn't call me enough. I intend for my boyfriend to call me every day. Make these specific as possible. The more specific they are, the better they're going to be. Okay. And then what you're going to do is once you have all of your complaints transformed into intentions, cross each complaint off as you go, you're going to read these intentions once a day, at least once a day in the morning and every morning. So go ahead and have some fun with that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. I've got a link to my website down in the description below. And as always, I'm available if you have any questions or concerns. I'm available for private one-on-one sessions for counseling and life coaching. I do offer affordable mobile, video, and telephone sessions. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.